Air Productions here, and today we are finally doing new system test 1. So, if you guys haven't seen anything, you've probably seen my system in the most part. But, there's some things I haven't shown yet. Some people do know. But, for the fire alarm panel, we do not have the 9050. We have my new 9200 UDLS. This is a Rev 3 panel. And then, through this EMT that I have over here, we go to my Gamewell. But it's not really Gamewell. It's an Evacs 50 voice evacuation panel. So that must mean that we have speaker strobes throughout the whole system, which I do have. Now if I take out my keys, we can see this is the Rev 3. You can see the wiring and everything. We have my fire alarm terminal cabinet up there. I never got to take out this box, but the wires aren't live or anything. We do have wire mold throughout the whole entire system. Besides right here, which is obviously EMT conduit. If we open this up here, we have the microphone here. It's making that noise because it's close to the transformer. You can see everything on the inside here. And then if I take my key here, I have this for the all clear message, or I can use it as a coding option, which I might do in the future, so I could have code 4. But
all clear.
It'll play whatever tone I have set to. Right now I have it set to chime tone. Usually you would hear temporal whoop on a evac system. You can find examples of that if you just look up the evac system. So we have BG12LXs everywhere. This is set to light speed. Here we have a carbon monoxide detector, which we'll be testing that with canned carbon monoxide. As you can see here. I put it into quick test mode and then you spray CL into there. And then we have smoke detectors throughout the whole house, obviously. Like the SD355s. This one's flush mounted. That one's obviously ceiling mounted. I mean, well, ceiling mounted. I meant surface mount. All the surface mount ones have back boxes. We have a wheel-lock speaker strobe over here. Monitor for this pull station, which I think this is the only thing that I put up that was by request. I'll be doing shout-outs to everyone who did it in the end of the video. Obviously, I couldn't do requests because I didn't put any speaker strobes. I wasn't expecting to have voice evac or even a 9200 panel. And then the phone's ringing. But down here, as you can see, we have a flush-mounted ANN80. Of course, this has all the functions of the fire alarm panel. We could reset and all that from here. I do have the key lock disabled because it's easier for my parents or whatever to just push the buttons, and I don't expect anybody to tamper with it since we're just in the house. Now over here is where all the wires come out. There's not that many because it's just the NACs, which is one NAC, one speaker, and then the SLC and the ANN, which is just a few wires. That goes over there, which it splits off behind here and stuff. Goes over here through this. Out here, another split section. Should have turned on the light here as well, but if you go down, up, over, down, I had to make that T. We have another BG12LX over here. Turn the line on now. We have an SD355 over here. And then another one up here because there's a heater down here and it's possible to start a fire. Which is one thing we were worried about all the time. Up here we have my new red ANN80 on the back box, which was, I was going to have an LCD80, but it didn't work. And I already had the ANN, so I just used that. We have a BG12LX up here. Up, over, SD355. Another SD355, a Gentex speaker behind a Cerberus Pyrotronics plate. And then another BG12LX down here. And then outside, Spectra Alert Advance, SR, and then my BG50W. And then below the deck, which I'm not going to show, I have a Spectre Alert Classic. I might have a video of them going off. So I'll put that in right now if I have it, but if I don't, then you won't see anything. So, we go over here, which is just a split part from over there. I had to make this part up, it's a little weird. But we have a carbon monoxide alarm, which reminds me I forgot to show the one downstairs. We have my new adapt detector. This is basically an SD355T kind of, which is smoke and thermal, but this one takes a while to activate, and it's dual parameter. I forget what it's called. Multi-criteria, I meant. Okay, we have Cerberus Pyrotronic speaker strobe right here, and this is a module for a System Sensor i4. So a lot of people haven't even heard of these, which surprises me, but a System Sensor i4 is a smoke detector with carbon monoxide detector in it. Also in my room we have a Simplex wiffle ball style detector. Wire mold over here. This is for a future ANN 80 if I choose to put one, but the wires aren't live right now. They're cut off inside that box. And these are all modules here. So this one controls that. These control the door magnets because there's door magnets on each of the doors. This one monitors this module for smoke and CO, since this is a conventional module. And this is for monitoring that smoke detector since it requires power since it's 2-wire. If we go down here, besides the BG12LX, we go up. There's an SD355 on a, I forget what it's called, but it's like a smaller back box type thing. And this is a big back box meant for an alarm and a smoke. And then we have a System Sensor SW, and that's basically it for this room. And then here's my exit button, which I have a bag full of light bulbs on it. But I can close the door. I wasn't really worried about putting the door stuff in wire mold because if the door is cut, then the door will just be shut. It's the same thing that the fire alarm panel would be doing. Now, if we go downstairs, because I forgot to show, we have a Faraday Evacuate strobe, this is basically the same strobe that I have on the Cerberus Pyrotronics stuff. And inside here, we have the control for the strobe, and then we have a CHW set to slow whoop for enunciation that there's carbon monoxide besides the built-in buzzers or the piezo's. So I guess I'm gonna do a quick little message over the EVAX microphone, and I'll put you guys on the speaker up there so you can hear it. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? We will be testing the life safety system in the building. Please ignore all audio and visual signals you may see or hear until further notice. So I figured we'd start down here so that you guys can see the doors closed. Oh, well, I guess that door was blocked, but...
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately.
I have it set to repeat 4 times.
Stairwell where necessary. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan. Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately. Do not use the elevators. Use stairwells where necessary. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
Alright, now I silenced it. Audible silence. And let's reset the pole. Alright, so you can see the SW blinking in there. Reset. Alright, one thing I forgot to mention over here is that we have an audio cutoff relay. And the strobes blink for a second when they're resetting because they're on a control module. But this relay will cut off all the audio to the speakers in here, which this speaker is going to be replaced with a big one like that soon. So I'm probably going to demonstrate that next time because I really didn't set up audio and I'm not trying to get copyright for showing the television. But so actually I'm going to test the smoke detector over here next. So I'm going to take this, which my can broke, but I want to show you guys that this can reach all the way up to that smoke. I just blew a little bit. I'll turn it off so you can see the LED, possibly. There it goes. I'll let you hear the message.
Attention, please. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately. Do not use the elevators. Use stairwells where necessary. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
Probably couldn't see that out there.
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately.
So I'm not going to test every single device right now, but I'm sure you guys want to see the i4. So there you go. And then this module will activate. There you go.
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately. Do not use the elevators. Use stairwells where necessary.
I don't want to have that code 3 going off for too long. Now, I'm sure you guys also want to see the outdoor pull station. So, we'll do that now.
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest
So, I had to
exit
open
and
that
leave the building
because
immediately.
there's a glass rod in there. Not like a BG8.
Stairwells where necessary. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
Alright, now for my last pull station today, which I'm sure you guys will be seeing in many of the system in the future. So, obviously. But we're going to be testing this pull, obviously, because you guys requested it. Can't leave it in the dark. I'm going to change it to something else. So if you guys want me to change it to whatever you guys want, put it in the comments. And I'll be reading the comments to see what you guys want next time. Well, I'll just let the system reset. It shouldn't take that long. If you guys want to see it. There you go. And it might take a few seconds more, but there you go. This speaker is set to the loudest, I think 2 watts.
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and leave the building immediately. Do not use the elevators. Use stairwells where necessary. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
Alright, silence. And we'll reset that. And now we'll do a test with the canned carbon monoxide. I'm just going to put my keys away real quick because I don't need those. So, how we do the quick test, take this little hex key. You don't need a hex key. It probably won't fit now that I say it. Alright, so the quick test, you stick it in here once, and it's going to start blinking, meaning it's in quick test mode. Spray the CO. There you go. Activated. Out here we have the, oh, not yet. Module might take a second. There you go. Activated module. And downstairs, evac strobe, and this loud siren. And then upstairs, we have the alert strobe. And that's pretty much it. Silence. Finally turn off that alarm. Supervisory. These strobes, well, that one can't stay on because it's the same as the horn, but this one stays on. Non-silenceable. And reset. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude new system test 1. You guys will be seeing a bunch more of the system in the future. I know I didn't demonstrate all the features that I have today, but you'll soon be seeing more of it. And hopefully I'll have some guests or something else to make the system test more interesting. Now I will be continuing pretty soon the summer series. And of course, mini system tests. I'm working on new reviews. I already have a couple filmed. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to be doing the shoutouts. So these are for the, well, I got 56 responses. And, so the only thing I was able to do with the downstairs pole station, but I'm still going to give you guys your shoutouts. So John Deerman 350, Weemonock Alarms, Fire Tech 9, Simplex Freak, NC Alarms, Simplex 9838 or 9838 Productions, Aiden Haight, or Height, I'm sorry, I've never been able to say your name right, Simplex 4008, which I believe is Hunter, Tech Savvy Dude, Fire Alarm, BG12, Black Lightning 4547, you should check his channel out too. Fire Alarms and Stuff, Wheelock Fire Alarms, the one with the Commander 3, I think I know what you're talking about. Gaming with Andrew, YouTube, Fire Freak, just underscore, Alexander Gucci, Strobe Master 19, Micah W, Zachary Fleck, so you should check out his channel as well. I mean, you should check out all the channels, but Fire Freak 57, Andrew Piano Man 8224, Fire Alarm 2894, Fire Alarm Tech Guy 4477. I think I did summer system test last year with him. Exit Sign Time, that's a cool name. Safe Man 4202, my good friend David, you should check out his channel. He should have more subscribers than he has. Crop Panel 2004 Official, Monterey Electronics, Monkey Bread, Connor 12, Evan Bart 410, Simplex Freak, WM of NM Productions, KR Alarms, Christopher Bloom, which I did a system test with him this year for the summer series, Nick Creek, Storm Gamma 6, you should also check out his channel, I've talked to him before, Gabriel Achi, Fire Tech 9, again, Statics, Rail Fanning Productions, and We Love Fire Alarms. So there's all of our shoutouts. So if you guys want to request the alarm for the basement next time, I might be adding more pole stations or something, but just leave it in the comments. I'm not doing a request thing this time. But let's get back to that outro. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.